protects himself, and the linesman will step in. Well, that all happened after a hit registered by Hellenius on McAvoy. We'll take a look when we return. Well, Charlie McAvoy, when he was battling along the near side, got drilled by Sammy Hellenius. And right after that, Nikita Zadorov stepped up. Charlie McAvoy took a trip down the tunnel.
Yeah, the question was the hit on the numbers and from behind? Zadorov with a big hit eliminates his man along the wall. It was Ward, I believe. And then Hellenius with the hit on McAvoy, who was in some duress. Looked like his face went into the glass hard because it looked like he grabbed a towel and addressed his face on his way down the runway. And then the two big boys squared off.
And he's awesome. He's awesome with it. Here we got a fight, boys.
This is Stanley. Welcome to Buffalo. Logan Stanley's going to step in. He has faced the Sharks a couple times this year. And Stanley throwing it, gets back up from a knee. Ostapchuk and he perhaps have a history from the previous two meetings.
Yeah, something they didn't like about each other, and they decided, let's get it on. And more than happy to watch that one. Let's see, right off the face-off, they knew they were talking right there. And Stanley's got his stuff off and ready to go back out to center ice. There's two pretty big guys here. And Stanley in his first game here as a Sabre gets him a good one right there. But that's what you like to see, and this is the kind of game that Stanley's going to bring for the Sabres. They knew that's what they needed. They needed a little oof on the back end, and he's the kind of guy that's going to bring it.
In the opening period, Buffalo up 2-1. Big hit by Mellenstein at the line. And he's going to fight again. The Sharks want to play this game. The Sabres say, hey, we're ready for it. But so are the San Jose Sharks as Goodrow, the former Lightning player. Mellenstein had bodies shots the night before. This time he's up over the top. Pinned against the boards, trying to free up that arm again, the right hand of Mellenstein. They're tied up pretty good. And this might be it. Back-to-back games for Mellenstein, the Bull and the Matador.
Yeah, I like both sides here. Beck Mellenstein not caring who you are on the ice, and you're going to get hit. But when Celebrini gets hit over here along the wall, Goudreau, no, you don't do that. And I totally appreciate that hit on his side as well. Taking care of his young superstar he's got on his team, and both guys going at it here. Two big men just throwing punches back and forth. Both guys doing an excellent job. It's amazing how people in the building hate this, Dan.
I was just going to say, remember there was a time when this wasn't really part of the game anymore. Punt team.
Easton Cowan trying to shake the checking of Deneau. He is stripped with a puck by Anderson. Cowan knocked down by Gallagher. Robertson after him. McCabe going after him. McCabe will drop the gloves with Gallagher. First one to it was Robertson, but McCabe stepped in, and the fans like the result of that.
Well, and for McCabe, you know your role. You're a veteran guy. The period's gone the other way. And so he tries to step in. One thing these Montreal fans know about Gallagher, he'll stand in there with anybody as well. So good response from McCabe. Good response in handling it by Gallagher. Here's the hard play, just jumping in. Yeah, the puck was long gone there. I didn't see an arm go up for interference call, but the reaction, puck going back the other way. Gallagher doesn't get to the head, but definitely late, but no arm up. And there is the quick reaction. McCabe, he barely saw it out of the corner of his eye, but he went right out to the front. Started with a couple of cross checks, then finally dropped the gloves and went after.
5 minutes for fighting. Toronto, 2 minutes
so they
for
did
roughing.
call an interference call. They didn't
fighting.
put their arm up the first time, did they? I think they had a good discussion.
By Anajar and Levine. Columbus started out hot. They were out shooting the Lightning badly, but Tampa Bay has scored first, and they've certainly regained their balance.
Yeah,
and look out, we're going to get a scrap. Sillinger was upset about that hit, and now he and Moser have dropped the gloves. Moser takes him down.
Yeah. Sillinger was hot about the hit by Ryan McDonough on, and it was a hard hit. So he went screaming down into the corner and threw a big hit along the wall there too. Then there was a response. There was a lot of yakking going on, and Moser and Sillinger end up going at it. He's a fiery guy, Sillinger is, and Moser, he always comes across as just kind of a sly guy who's under control all the time, but he's a fiery guy too. Here's the hit by McDonough, and he hit him hard. Now Sillinger is mad, and he goes, why I oughta, and he's going to head right down into the corner and take a run. See, he comes from downtown on the hit on Moser, and that's why Moser's not too happy with him, gives him a poke, and there they go at it.
The referees are Kendrick Nicholson and Cody Beach, and the officials are having a discussion over the top.
With medals as well for their
I think people
efforts.
just assume, well, of course you would, right?
Yeah.
You win the Stanley Cup, the coaching staff.
There we go.
Oh,
we got a tilt.
All right, let's do it. That's Hartman in the green. And you tell me who's in the white.
Some lefties. That's Uyghur.
Oh, it's Uyghur.
Uyghur left-hand jackhammers. Oh, Hartman caught him. Hartman caught him with a couple on the right.
And he keeps catching him.
Wow. What a tilt. That's a tale of two fights in one. Uyghur had him early, and Hartman came all the way back like a Wolverine. Oh, these fans are on their feet here in the Twin Cities right now. Loving it.
And there was no incident, Weeks. That must have been a conversation. Hey, we'll drop the puck and let's dance, right?
Absolutely. Two old school players. What a tilt. We were just talking about this last night, Leaves. We don't see enough of these tilts. But watch this one off the face-off. It's in the middle of your screen, up high. There it is. No time wasted. And you see there's Uyghur. He had that left-hand jackhammer. He got about 6 of them in. But Hartman comes back and he switches hands on him from left to right.
No doubt about it. It's Frederick pounding away on Nicholas Waugh. This is his 400th NHL game, and he lands a left hook on Nicholas Waugh and drops him.
Well, it was an elbow by Parker Kelly that caught Podkolzin, and he went to the bench immediately, and he was a little bit shaken up. And still being looked at right now on the bench by Chris Davies, and Trent Frederick came out with a little burn in his saddle. You like to see that from Trent in his 400th game, as you mentioned, Jack, trying to get something going. It looks like Podkolzin's going to stay on the bench, which is a good sign, but you'll see it here. It's just a kind of a little shot in the face. And he would go off the ice for a little bit, and then right here you've got Waugh and Frederick going at it here. Finish a check, gloves come off. Couple shots exchanged. One didn't last very long, but good job by Frederick to come off with the left. Waugh goes down, and both guys head to the box. I don't think there was an initial one on that. I think it's just 5 minutes for each of them. It'll be 5-on-5. Two tough guys, and Waugh happy to be a part of the Avalanche coming over.
Off the stick of Saros, directed to the corner. McCann taken down, and a penalty on Justin Barron. Beniers will police it, and he's going to go. Matty dropping the gloves with Justin Barron. Little team toughness. And a great sign right there. And the Kraken should get a power play. We'll see.
Absolutely love that from Matty Beniers. You see McCann get hit in a vulnerable position. The arm was up, but you get an opportunity. That's what a leader does right there. Matty Beniers steps in right away, no questions asked. You're not going to let that stand. And obviously there's guys, you look at a guy like Melanson, maybe that would be more typical of his style of play, but Matty stops on a dime, couple of shoves. Both guys drop the gloves. You give the opportunities, throwing rights, not just trying to protect himself. I love the fact that he went in there. He was throwing. And an excellent job there stepping up for your teammate.
Number 20 has a minor penalty for cross-checking and 5 for fighting. Seattle number